is up, everybody? Welcome back to Retro Game Hall. I am back. We are back. Or he's here for the first time on Retro Game Hall. And guys, I know that this is a really small channel. I know that, I don't really have a lot of clout in certain circles and YouTube stuff, but dude, I was able to get fucking crisscross here on fucking YouTube with me. This is excellent, dude. I got like rap royalty here with me. You ain't gonna see that on any other fucking channel. Once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime. No. Guys, it's Jason Rothbergs. He's fucking here, man. He's finally here in the Retro Game Lounge doing Retro Game Hall with me. He's got a fucking shitload of stuff. I got a shitload of stuff. Dude, we are here to bring it to you. The fans, or viewers, or whatever you want to call yourselves. Guys, we got a ton of shit between the two of us. We got like completely different generations of crap. Like, his stuff is like totally different from my stuff. So you're gonna get a turbo fix, you're gonna get a Nintendo fix, an Xbox fix. Like, we're coming at it from every fucking angle, man, like a Bukkake video. It's gonna be fucked up. Just stay tuned, man. It's gonna be weird shit going on. But anyways, Jason, welcome, dude. Welcome to Retro Game Lounge.
What's up, guys?
He's a little tired, man. He's got kind of a long drive. He's in the area on vacation.
A little bit.
Little bit.
Yeah, long drive.
So, I know it's weird to see him smile. Like, I'm still kind of creeped out by that.
And be awake.
Yes, and be awake. Like, he's not tired or anything. It's just like, bro, you gotta bring it when you get on the hall, man. Like, we go high energy here. That's kind of the thing we do. So, we're gonna split this one into two parts, guys, because we got a lot of shit to cover. So, we'll probably do the usual, like, part 1 games, part 2 accessories, and you'll just get kind of a little mix of everything. But, I guess without further ado, man, let's jump into the games. If you're ready.
Go for it.
Oh, well, now that I have your permission on my own show, great. So, first, I thought we'd start with carts, because I like carts, you like carts. I mean, it's just, yeah, that's a logical place to start, I think. Guys, I don't know. I'm sticking to a format here just because I'm not creative enough to think of anything else. So we're just gonna go with that, okay? Just watch the show, will ya? So, first, we got an NES cart, man. I'm continuing my crusade to finish my black box collection. Definitely within striking distance of it. Got Donkey Kong Jr., which is okay. Like, it's not really as good as the first game, but some people like it. But anyways, one down.
I need to get the math one.
Fuck the math one. That's too expensive.
Alright, so, again, while I was down here from family, I got a couple of free NES games.
Free? That's the best price, dude.
Yeah, I was happy.
Okay, cool. What do you got?
Puss in Boots. Don't have it, and I have them like half complete by now, so.
Okay.
Yeah. And was that Defender
of the Crown? Konami.
I forget anything about either one of them.
I don't know anything about them. I think I have them both, but I don't know shit.
I just know I've never seen Puss in Boots while I've been out hunting for games. I was happy to get it. Deadly Duck for the Atari 2600. Why? Because I took on the task of going for the complete set, which is really hard. And insane. Yeah, and it's going to start getting really expensive really soon.
Next up, we got a SNES cart, Big Sky Trooper, man. This, from what I'm told, is a super duper hidden gem that was kind of backdoored by LucasArts and put out by JVC. That's kind of like the lost SNES LucasArts game, which isn't really that expensive. It's like in the teens right now. And it's really fun. From what I'm told and what I've seen, this looks like a really freaking sweet game. So if you haven't picked this guy up, go and grab it. Please. Okay?
Gangster Town for the Master System. I used some trade credit. I've been going for a complete Intellivision set. And all the doubles, I've been trading them all in. So just picked it up from a retro shop in my area. Haven't played it, don't know anything about it, but it's got the manual, got the card. Case is pretty good.
I mean,
so
it's gangster.
If I can shoot something, I'm happy. Pretty much.
Alright. Next, we got Ease 3. I don't know why they call it Ease when it's just the letter Y. You'd think it'd be like Wise 3, but it's apparently pronounced Ease. Wanderers from Ease 3. Already have this on the Turbo, but I just figured it's cheap on the Super Nintendo. And I kind of like games from Sammy. I'm not huge into the turn-based RPG stuff, but I'm going to give this one a shot anyways and just see what happens, because I like to live dangerously. We got something special now.
Why I hate collecting for the Atari 2600 is art label, text label, I guess. I think all of mine were the text label, and I just now finally found an art label one. So now I got to get all the games all over again, and that's like, I don't know, 25, 50 more variants that I just do not want to get into, but it wasn't that expensive, and I'm going for the full set, so I just got it done.
I didn't even know there was a difference. Shows what I know about Atari, but awesome, dude. You gotta get them all. That's the burden of being a collector, is that you can't stop when you know that there's more out there.
Pretty much.
That sucks.
One more Atari 2600 game. I have like, I don't know, 125, 150 in the box, so I think I already had this game, so pretty much it was just an upgrade. Added to the collection.
Now you got it in the box. Sweet.
Try to finish it.
Okay. What is that?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. What is it? Mahjong? How do you say it?
Mahjong?
Yeah. That, a couple bucks. I said, why not? It's for the Famicom.
Oh, okay. I've never actually seen a Famicom game in person before, so what do I know? So, next up, I thought we'd get into some CD games, because CDs, live motion video, full motion video, that's the fucking future right there. Forget all that Blu-ray 4K crap. Nope. CD-ROM. Future. Right here.
What's a CD?
It's a thing that you put in your car back in the 90s. You know? I mean, like, your band put one out, you know, jump, jump, you know, like, yeah. So, you know, he knows what I'm talking about. So, first up, we got a game I am largely unfamiliar with, but I heard it's a really cool shooter called, I think it's pronounced Soul Feast, which is weird because that's like almost the word feces. It's like just missing one syllable, but it comes in a really weird case. Like, it's not like a big box or anything like that. I think this was some kind of packing game, maybe, with one of the versions of the Genesis or the CD attachment or whatever. But I love these kind of shooters, man, and I actually don't really have that many of them on the Genesis / Sega CD. So for the 10 or whatever bucks I spent on this, no brainer. Got to do it.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for agreeing with me. Oh shit!
You might know more about this than I do.
I know a lot about it, actually.
Seventh guest.
Seventh guest
for the CDI.
Yep.
I don't know much about it. I just know I found it in a shop close by here.
Nice.
And it wasn't super expensive, and I'm really stupid, and I collect for the CDI, unlike a lot of people. And I don't know, it looked halfway decent.
It is. It's actually a really cool game. It's like, it's old school FMV type stuff where it's like a mystery and you're going around this kind of spooky house trying to figure out what's going on. That was actually the first FMV PC game I ever saw. I had a friend of mine, shout out to my buddy John Fisher, when I was in high school, when I was like, you know, didn't know anyone with a Sega CD growing up, so that was my first FMV experience, and I was fucking blown away. Way cool. So, it's probably going to look even worse on the CDI.
Double disc.
Yeah?
Yeah, probably.
Probably. Speaking of full motion video, I am on my quest to complete my Sega CD full motion video collection. I'm really closing in. There's only a handful I don't have. Who Shot Johnny Rock? Because there's, dude, I host a show about the worst movies on the internet. You don't think that applies to video games? This is basically like the Dirt Flicks video game. You know, it's just like fucking stupid crap with like a bunch of idiot actors that you've never seen in anything, and I don't know. I just like garbage. I don't know how else to say it. I just like crap. You know, like so bad that it goes all the way around the wheel to being kind of awesome again. You know, completes the full fucking circuit. So, Who Shot Johnny Rock? Never played it. It's from American Laser, and it's 1 or 2 players, which is very rare for a full motion video game. And look at that big box. Come on, you know you want it. Look at that big, snazzy, fucking huge box that takes up way too much shelf space. You want it. You know you do.
Pinball.
What's it for?
For the CDI.
Oh, another CDI game.
The big box, kind of like a steel box, but not really. But it actually looked pretty good. As far as CDI games go, a lot of them are educational, a lot of them are point and click, a lot of them are just not so fun. But this one actually looked halfway decent from the back. It actually looked like I'd play it for more than a minute or two, so I was like, yeah, why not?
That's a very interesting looking box.
And it looks like nobody's ever played it. And I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that's about to say, like, that should tell you all you need to know about the game. They didn't even care enough to play it. Next up, we got a duo of PlayStation 1 long box games. I absolutely love long box games. We got Destruction Derby. Absolutely love this game, man. It's, even to this day, this holds up with the craptacular polygon graphics. It's still fun to crash the shit out of a car. And we got PO'd, which is like, when I look at this, it's like a dude in the kitchen. It kind of looks like the Burger Time guy, like, went off the fucking rails, and, like, his kitchen got overtaken by aliens or something like that. I don't know. This looks freaking whack, but it's like a first-person shooter. So, like, Burger Time guy goes apeshit and starts murdering people. That's PO. Like, that's the elevator pitch. I don't have anything else to say about that, so I'm just going to leave that right there.
So I have another CDI game, Voyeur.
This one's for all you perverts out there.
Yeah, I actually forget because I haven't seen them. It's been years, but I knew that this was at least worth checking out. And a friend of mine actually picked this up at Goodwill for $3.
Whoa.
It was nice. We're doing like a trade later on, so I was really happy to get it. It's got the outside too.
Nice.
I knew it was like horror, and I knew it was a little perverted and some weird stuff going on, so I was
Horror or horror?
Horror.
Horror. Okay. So what? Okay.
That too.
Okay.
That too.
Horrors and horror. I'm in.
I knew it was kind of weird, so I was happy to get it.
Dude, $3 for a random CDI game? That's a deal. Next up is my personal favorite segment of Retro Game Haul, where it's just that time, dude. You know, it's that time. My favorite time. Cue it, Arnold.
It's turbo time.
So, ladies and gents, yeah, I definitely hit a milestone this month as far as the TurboGrafx collecting is concerned. Not just with games, but with a bunch of other stuff that I'll get into in just a minute. But I think first we're gonna bring to you the Turbo games, because Jason actually has one to bring to the table, dude. We have, like, it's not just me on Turbo time anymore. Like, I brought a friend. Just one, but that's okay. You don't have to be a fucking maniac like me. So, yeah. So let's get into the games. So first up, I actually got a handful of games that did not originally come with cases. I don't know what the hell was going on with NEC/TTI, but they just were putting them out just in boxes, you know, not in the typical, you know, CD style jewel cases like the rest of my Turbo collection. But I happen to have a crap ton of spare cases back there, and I've got a complete label set for all the games that did not come with a case. So, since I like having them in a case and not just loose, I've got a solution. But first and foremost, guys, I officially have every Adventure Island game ever made. At least the ones that were released in America. This was the last holdout for me, and you would think I would kind of start with this one since it's Adventure Island and it's Turbo. New Adventure Island, which apparently is one of the better Adventure Island games. It was one of Master Higgins' first foray into the 16-bit era. It's along the lines of Super Adventure Island 1 and 2. Cannot wait to freaking play this, man. Haven't thrown it into the Turbo yet back there, but am totally freaking stoked to get into it. Next up, we got Ghost Manor, which, as I understand from my buddy Chris Bucci, is a completely cracktacular game. Kind of a weird platformer, but I gotta have all these guys, like, good or bad. I've gotta set out to complete this. Like, even if it sucks, it's still kind of awesome, you know? But, I don't know, maybe I'll like it, man. Like, I like weird platformers, so I'll give this one a go, and we'll see what happens. Next up, dude, you ever had to, like, buy basically a game twice because you get it once and it's either missing the manual or the box or something like that, then you find a deal on it where it's basically the complete game, and you basically buy it again just to get one of those pieces?
The biggest problem I have with collecting for the Neo Geo AES.
Really?
Yeah.
You run into that a lot?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay, well, I ran into that with Time Cruise, because as previously seen on Retro Game Haul, I had a copy of Time Cruise, but I didn't have a manual with it, but I found another auction for it that had the manual with it, and it was cheap enough where I was like, well, I'm basically paying for the manual, and I can trade or sell this off later, so yeah, I got a spare copy of Time Cruise, but more importantly, I have the manual now. Again, this one did not come with a case originally, so it's all good, man. Got it covered, because I'm a responsible game collector. And next up, we got a duo that I actually took the time to put in their own cases. Dude, look how high quality those labels are. Those are reproduction labels. Nice. These are spot on. Special shout out to my good, excellent Turbo, Mr. Craig Conahan, for hooking me up with the labels. This dude is a fucking wizard with these things. So, we got Summer Assaults, and we got Dead Moon. Dead Moon, I've heard, is a freaking absolutely killer shooter, but damn it, this one was expensive, man. I had to mortgage this place to get it. It's fucking terrible to be a Turbo collector. No, it wasn't that bad. And then we got Summer Assault, which I know very, very little about. I honestly don't really know anything about this game other than it's got kind of like an Egyptian motif or whatever that is. But anyways, dude, it's two more for the collection. Already got them in the case. They're going to look great on my shelf, and that's what matters, you know? I don't need to play them. They just need to look pretty. No, I need to play them. All of them. Just rub them all over myself. Oh, dude, I get fucking...
I do this sometimes.
Yes, big dick. You know what I'm saying? So, I got a question for you, Jason. You like really weird games about Asian guys playing with magic balls?
Sure.
Yeah. That almost sounds like Dragon Ball now that I think about it. You know, Asian guys playing with magic balls. Yeah, I don't know much about this game other than it's a weird Asian guy named Chu Man Fu, I guess, playing with magic balls. I mean, I'm sold. Are you?
No.
Not really? No? Well, that's okay. You know, not everybody gets to be a legit turbo. Know what I'm saying? And last but certainly not least, some extras for the collection. This is what you get when you do trades and you do bundles and stuff. Stuff I've already got. Keith Courage. Can't have enough copies of that. King of Casino. Never played it. Again, I have it. Just probably your standard casino game. And Dungeon Explorer.
I want to try that one.
Yeah, Dungeon Explorer is that's a must-have for any turbo collector because it's not super expensive. It's 5 players if you have the turbo tap. You gotta have a crap load of controllers to do it, but it's like Gauntlet meets Golden Axe. So, but it looks like almost like Legend of Zelda, like the top-down kind of shit. Super freaking cool game. The second one's even better, but God, the turbo do it to play a second one, bro. I mean, that's what separates the men from the boys right there. The legit ass turbos from the regular people, from the mere mortals. Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Intro turbo right here. That's okay, man. I'll bring you up to speed. You don't have to worry. It's all good. I got you covered, man. Guess what I'm thinking about? So, Jason has a turbo game that you got it on the way down here?
I got it at Virginia Beach.
Okay, cool.
Like yesterday. I only have like 25 or so for the turbo. I got most of the cheaper shooters or the ones that I knew that were good and whatever cheap ones I could find. So I'm on vacation, so I wasn't trying to spend a lot. I just noticed that they had this one. It's pretty much complete, I guess.
It's missing the sleeve.
Yeah.
They almost always are, dude.
But I mean,
you can get reproduction sleeves.
I did not know how bad this game sucked until I looked it up afterwards, and then I was like, that's probably why it was so cheap.
Yeah.
But
sorry.
Pac-Man, another one.
They can't all be winners, you know. Even the turbo has crap games. Not many, but there's a few.
I should have known by looking at the cover.
Yeah, it's Pac-Land. Yeah. What are you gonna do? And next we can get into some paraphernalia, or some literature, I guess, for the TurboGrafx collection. We got TurboGrafx 16 and Turbo Express. Wow, well, why would they even mention that? It's the same system, it's just one's portable. I don't know, I guess they had to specify back then. Secrets! Is this Volume 1 or Volume 2? Am I missing it? I don't know. I thought there was 2 volumes of this, but apparently I'm stupid and don't know what I'm talking about. But anyways, this was part of a trade I did. I actually already have this one, so just another one for trade bait. But I'd like to take this moment and go ahead and gift these to my good turbo right here, Jason Rothbergs. There you go, pal.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yes, I'm serious.
Holy shit.
Yeah. He's starting out, and I like to help other turbos, and yeah, these are just duplicates, man. So you gotta promise me that you're gonna get a turbo tap and some controllers so you can actually play that. Because that's fun to play by yourself, but it's way more awesome if you got friends.
I already got it. I'm really looking forward to playing this one.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Like that is a game on the TurboGrafx that I am amazed does not cost more. Because it's such a great game. Like it's on par with Bonk and Splatterhouse and stuff. And again, 5-player dungeon crawler. What more do you want?
I've just gotta get a few controllers. That's it.
Yeah, I mean that's. You know what? It's funny you should mention that, Jason. Speaking of controllers, look what I got. I got plenty now. What do I got? I got 4 here, I think. Yeah, 4 OG TurboGrafx controllers. So, plus the stuff I already have with the turbo sticks and stuff, dude, we can play Dungeon Explorer all day. So to round out the turbo time here, guys, we got a few just eccentricities and things. Just a little bundle I got. We got original Bonk TurboGrafx stickers that actually came with the Bonk game. We got the Turbo Gear, the Gamers Collection, like all the accessories and things they were doing via catalog. Got an extra copy of that. We got Get Zonked Turbo Duo, again an original sticker, an original Turbo Duo sticker, original TurboGrafx sticker, and the piece de resistance here. That's nice. Tailspin, freaking OG poster, man. That's gonna look freaking super cool back on the wall back there, next to the Turbo Collection. So, yeah. And we actually happen to have some really cool TurboGrafx signs. These are actually aluminum, I think. So not plastic or anything like that. And I figured this one we'll probably put above the TurboGrafx Games collection. And the other style logo we'll probably put over there next to the Turbo Play, magazine collection. I figured that would lend itself well. So, gotta have signage. And I have like signs for everything in here except the TurboGrafx because apparently no one made signs for it way back when. But, gotta do what you gotta do. So last and certainly not least, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned earlier, I hit a epic milestone in my TurboGrafx pursuit, my quest for absolution on all things turbo. As previously seen, I've shown it on my annual game room tour. I put pictures of it on Facebook. I've been trying to get all of the TurboGrafx related magazines, all the ones that were originally put out by NEC and then later TTI, Turbo Technologies Incorporated. That would be Turbo Play, which became Turbo Force, which became Duo World. So it's basically the same magazine that just kind of changed names, a couple of times. So I basically went on a tear in the last month, and I got really lucky from a particular person who was auctioning off almost his entire collection of TurboGrafx related magazines, and he had every single issue that I was missing. So there was nothing that was going to stop me from getting those, and not going to tell you how much I paid for some of them because I'm still kind of crying about it inside, but I mean, I can say I have them all right now, so how can you put a price tag on that? I mean, you can say like, dude, I've got them all. I don't have to throw any more money at this ever again. That is priceless to me, but here's the stack right here. We got, which one is this? I think that's one of the RPG games. Maybe Dragon Slayer, I think, on the cover there. We got my favorite issue. I had this as a kid, dude. I probably read this like 500 times as a kid, the Splatterhouse cover. I mean, look at that, dude. Nice. That is a fucking sweet-ass cover right there. That was definitely my favorite issue of Turbo Play growing up. This one was just part of the deal. I happened to get a spare copy of Turbo Force and another spare copy of Turbo Force, but it's the Lords of Thunder edition. I mean, that's like one of the critical issues right there. Then we got Air Zonk, Turbo Force. This is, I guess, when they announced the Turbo Duo. That would have been definitely a milestone issue. We got Exile Wicked Phenomenon, issue of Turbo Force. We got Bonk 3, Bonk's Big Adventure of Dual World, which was the last incarnation. Only made 3 issues. Beyond Shadowgate. And lastly, Dungeon Explorer 2. So, that, ladies and gentlemen, plus all the other ones that I've got right next to Jason over there on the news rack, that makes a 100% complete Turbo Magazine collection. So, I'd much rather have the games complete, because that's a lot harder and more expensive to do, but you know what? I'll take it. I only know of a handful of other guys who actually have a complete collection of this. I venture to guess that more people have made it to the moon than have done this. That, to me, is satisfying. See, this is what satisfied looks like. It's just... I'm going to rub those all over me later. It's going to be delicious. Jason might watch. He might watch.
Yes, I will.
Maybe. So, next up, we kind of have Jason's version of Turbo Time. He's a big Vectrex collector, obviously. You can see that on his t-shirt. That's definitely his thing. Dude, I've never even seen one in person, so I don't know shit about Vectrex, but he's got actually a pretty fat stack of Vectrex shit here that he's super into, so thought we'd give it its own segment. So, I guess it's Vectrex time.
It's
Vectrex
time.
I passed the halfway point in Vectrex collecting, so
nice.
Any little thing I see, I pick them up. This was the only complete in-box controller. It's the European version, and I do have the American version, but this one was just so crispy, and it was like so shiny, and everything looked perfect about it, so I picked it up.
Okay.
Do not ask how much they cost, because I do not want to say. It was too much money for a controller from like 1982. Bought the overlay because my American controller needs to be fixed. These things are a pain. They got the screw there, and you pretty much have to kind of peel up the label because there's no screws, no visible screws to get to it. So I bought a repro label so they could match.
Nice. Good stuff, man.
Alright, so I'm going to go through the stack. I'll try to do it pretty quick.
Got some games.
A lot of these I haven't tried them yet. I buy about 5 or so, and then I put them all in and kind of goof off for a few weeks.
Cool.
This one is a clean sweep. I bought the protective cases too off eBay.
What kind of game is that?
Looks like a Pac-Man clone, kind of.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
A lot of games were back then.
Okay.
Clones of other games, but it looked pretty cool. This one, I was pretty happy to get. It's a pinball game for the Vectrex. A lot of games really aren't too exciting on it, but this one actually looked pretty cool. It's got nice colors in it.
It does look like it has nice colors.
Could probably goof off for a little while, have some fun playing that one.
What's next?
Alright, so this one was a cheap pickup off eBay. Nothing special.
Blitz.
A football game.
Not the cool Blitz, just...
It probably sucks.
The Vectrex.
It probably sucks. I'm not going to even lie, it probably sucks. They're like X's and O's and...
Oh
yeah.
Boy, that sounds exciting.
Yeah, it doesn't look fun at all. But it was like, I don't know, $20 for shipping or something like that. So
is that a good price?
Yeah.
It shows what I know about Vectrex.
Solar Quest, don't know anything about this one either. This one looks pretty cool. Just from looking at the front, it's a little beat up, and I think I got a good deal on this one too, along with the Blitz game. So happy to get it. This one, I'm happy to try. I've seen other people do Let's Plays on YouTube, and most people don't like it, but I don't know, it has to be better than the Atari version. It just has to be. It has to sound better. It has to look better.
Couldn't be any worse.
It looks, just with the like the neon lines, it already looks cooler.
Okay.
So
for 1 or 2 players, sweet.
Okay, so Jimbo doesn't know anything about the Vectrex.
No, nothing. What is that?
Pretty much, this is the overlay that goes over the system. This is a double, and this is a double case. I know he's not going to collect for it, but I wanted to leave something behind. He already got a free gift that hasn't been shown yet, but this is going to get left with him. Just even if he tacks it up on the wall or somewhere hides in a corner,
okay,
he can be like, oh, yeah, Vectrex.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. So, like, this goes on the actual system?
Yeah.
Like, it's like an overlay so that you can play, like, a certain game. I guess Mindstorm in this case?
Yeah.
Wow. Technology. That's some high-tech shit right there.
It's a pain in the ass, but it's cool.
That's awesome. Thanks, man. Cool. So, I'm a big Xbox guy, and I've been on an absolute tear grabbing Xbox One games lately. Best Buy, guys, if you're not part of this program, they're not paying me to say this, get Gamers Club Unlocked. 20% off any new game, absolutely no limits. I mean, you buy 2 games, basically, it's $60, and you paid for it. You paid $30, you're good for 2 years. So, 2 game purchases, and it's already paid for itself. And I got a lot more than that. So, I'm going to go ahead and rapid fire through these, just because we got a lot to get through. So, rapid fire.
Rapid fire!
Evil Within Part 2, TMNT, Mutants in Manhattan, Payday 2, Big Score Edition, excellent game. Alright, I know I'm late to the party as hell on this, but Sunset Overdrive. I got it really cheap, and I heard this is a fantastic game. Lego Jurassic World, I really have a soft spot for Lego games, guys. I can't help it. They're fun. Legos are cool. Rise of the Tomb Raider, was just playing this earlier, actually. Just as good as the initial reboot they did of Tomb Raider. This is the next step in that. They take it kind of one step further. Absolutely phenomenal game. This one, I gotta take a pause for, and I gotta tell you guys about, so we'll back the rapid fire down just a little bit. Guys, this is one of the greatest video games I have ever played in my entire life. That seriously is, and I do not throw that statement around carelessly. This is A Way Out, which just actually came out a few weeks ago. It's from the guys who did Two Brothers, I think, that one game where it's like co-op. This is the only game I've ever seen where it says right there on the bottom, I don't know if you can see it, 2-player co-op only. You have to have 2 people to play this game, otherwise you cannot play it. You can do it couch, or you can do it online. But the really cool thing that the makers of this game did is if one person buys the game, you can actually, it comes with a code that you can give to your friend so that they can get the game for free. So, because they're forcing you to play with 2 people, they're making it so that you could just, you know, throw in halvesies or whatever and actually get the game together. And the best part, it's only $30, and it just came out. This, seriously guys, if you like story-driven games and you really like co-op games, this sets the bar incredibly high for what a story-driven game and B, a co-op game could be. This was one of the most satisfying gaming experiences I've ever had. Played it through with a friend in like just under 6 hours, I think, in one sitting. It was that good that we couldn't stop. It was so great. Basically, it's 2 guys staging a prison break. So you're breaking out of prison, but that's just where the story kind of takes off. Then you're on the lam. You're trying to figure out, the guy that put you there and all this stuff. It's like this big mystery that involves that unravels, and you will not see the ending coming. It's freaking awesome, and it's a lot of decisions. You can do it one guy's way or another guy's way, and I need to go back and play this again, play with the other character, and we got to do, swap the decisions and see what else happens. Because the story just twists and turns every which way. I really cannot recommend this enough. This is not on PlayStation. This is on Windows and Xbox only. Guys, you need to play this game. Seriously, it is that fucking good. Dark Souls 3, the gold or whatever edition, I don't know. It was on sale, and I've actually never played a Dark Souls game before. I know. Really? Oh, well, now I don't feel so bad. So, fuck y'all. So I basically went on a Resident Evil tear because they've been releasing the shit out of these things for the Xbox One. A lot of these have been remastered. I don't have it here. Actually, it's downstairs. But I got Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2. Then the remastered versions of Resident Evil 4, which is fantastic. Plays at 60 frames per second. They kicked up to 1080p. The game looks better than it ever has. Resident Evil 5, again, same treatment. They went ahead and upgraded it. Resident Evil 6. Oh, no, I did bring Resident Evil Revelations 2. Duh, it's right there. So... if you like Resident Evil, guys, it's not just a rehash of stuff. They actually took the time to scale it up, make it look better, increase the frame rate, and things like that. And it's worth buying again because they're cheap, especially if you've got the discount. It was like $15, I think, for each game. That's a no-brainer. They're great games. And we got Doom 3 BFG Edition. You may notice this one's a little bit large for an Xbox One game.
That's what she said.
Yeah, this one will actually work on the Xbox 360 or the Xbox One. I think that's why they put it in the 360 size box, but I just wanted to get another copy of this game. I have it for the original Xbox, but I wanted to be able to play it on the other systems. So with the copy I've got and with this, I can play it on all 3 generations of Xbox. That's pretty fucking sweet. And we have Outlast Trinity, which is the entire Outlast series on one game. So Outlast, Outlast Whistleblower, and Outlast 2. I'm only like 3/4 of the way through the first Outlast, but it's a freaking sweet game. Just Cause 3, just because. Gears of War 4, Dead Island Definitive Collection, which is 1 and 2, rescaled up again, Xbox 360 release, they kicked that up for the Xbox One. And I know I'm really late on this one, Halo 5. It's the only Halo game I've ever been late on. I've been a launch buyer on all of them. It just didn't happen this time for no particular reason at all. Like, really none. Like, I haven't heard it's bad or anything, it's just one of those things where I'm just caught up in too many other games and just couldn't get around to it, but whatever, I'm looking forward to playing it.
Happened to me too. I was like a year late.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm like 2 years late, dude. I'm really fucking late. I mean, I got it for like $14.99. That's late. Jason's got some rapid fire here, so here we go.
There you go.
What do you got?
Don't really collect for GameCube, but Tiger Woods.
Why'd you buy it then?
Cheap. $1 or $2. Same thing for PS1. Virtual Pool.
Okay.
$1. Bowling. $1.
I'll buy that for $1.
This was a part of a trade, so somewhat free.
The Cursed Crusade.
Cursed Crusade. Don't know much about it, but
it's from Atlas. I mean, how bad could it be?
yeah,
They're pretty cool.
Can't be horrible. It looked pretty cool from the back.
Awesome.
Mortal Kombat. Spawn.
Armageddon.
Yep.
It's not bad. It's okay.
Duke Nukem Forever.
Underrated in my opinion. I liked it.
It actually looked pretty good from the back.
I don't understand why it got so much hate. People are like, oh, it's like, stupid toilet humor. It's a fucking Duke Nukem game. Like, what were you going in expecting? I mean, I don't understand that.
That's why I was worried about picking it up because of what everybody said about the later Duke Nukem games. But
yeah. I liked it. I thought it was fun.
Good. I'm going to try it.
It's a silly, stupid game, but it's fun. Who cares?
So, the last one is, I'm not going to even try to say that. It's a puzzle type game for the Switch. Go ahead, you want to try?
Soldam?
Something like that.
Soldam?
Found it at Goodwill, sealed for $9 a few weeks ago, and a Switch game that was sealed for $9.
At Goodwill?
Yeah.
Wow.
I pretty much had to do it.
Yeah. So that about wraps up part 1. You guys have seen the games, but if you want to see the accessories and everything else that didn't quite qualify as games, dude, you gotta tune into part 2. I mean, come on, dude, sell them on it. We got some good shit between the two of us.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's
a weird.
I'm not sold, man. You're gonna have to try it better. It's pretty good.
It's some weird shit.
It's fucking excellent. That's what it is, okay? I mean, it's like, why? If you tune in for this, why wouldn't you check out part 2? If you see how we roll with the games, you don't think we got some whack shit in you for part 2? We totally do. We're a good couple of guys. Well, one of us is. The other one's kind of
it's the hair.
Gangsta. Like
hair.
questionably legal. maybe shady. I don't know. Guys, tune in to part 2. We got some way cool shit between the two of us. All kinds of accessories. We got some box stuff. Check it out. It will be up soon, I think. But we're going to put a link in the description, so just click down there and go for it. So, but thanks for hanging out with me for part 1, Jason.
Anytime.
I guess I'll see you in part 2. Bye, everyone.